if you have been actively looking to invest in your health and kind of move it forward and dig a little bit deeper to see what's going on, you have probably heard that we need a detox, right? We need a detox from the things that are overloading our body. And that's an issue that we hear a lot, right? How do we improve detox? Do we take a bunch of supplements? Do we avoid certain foods, etc.? So today I want to spend the next few minutes talking about how to really effectively detox in the most natural way, in the most fundamental way. But first, let's talk about what our major detox organs are. They're our liver, our kidneys, our lungs, our skin, our colon. It's at the bottom of the funnel, right? We've heard we need to poop. Obviously, our colon is included in that. But what are every one of these systems made up of? Cells. Every one of them are made up of cells, and every cell requires energy. It also requires minerals and thyroid function to really do it the job that it was meant to do, that it was made to do. They require energy. And so whenever we are looking to detox, of course, we need to evaluate how our liver is functioning, how our kidneys and how our lungs or colon are functioning, right? There's definitely signs and symptoms to all of these things that can help us see the bigger picture. But I think that we skip over the step of simply making sure that we're giving our cells enough energy to do their job. Because here's the thing, chronic stress increases our need for energy, which also increases our cells' need for energy, of course. And our cells need glucose to create more energy, or ATP, which that really also increases our need for nutrients, because all of these things matter when we think about our detoxification organs working correctly. They need energy. They need nutrition. They need macronutrients like fats and proteins and carbohydrates. They need micronutrients like fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K. Water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C and B vitamins. And then, of course, minerals, magnesium, calcium, sodium, potassium, all of those, right? So we need all of these things in proper proportion so that our cells have energy and they have nutrition to make sure that they are working properly. But here's the thing. Most people are walking around extremely depleted in a lot of these things, whether it's just minerals or whether it's they have cut out a whole macronutrient like carbohydrates. They're not getting enough of a certain vitamin. Like it's just from a whole host of reasons. One, we live in an incredibly toxic environment. It's just the world that we live in. Our soil is depleted, so we're not getting as much nutrients from our food as we used to. Our water also is contaminated and depleted of the different minerals and things that it used to have. Our food, again, is not grown in soil that is very rich in a lot of these minerals. And so all of that has really added up over time. And of course, the fact that we are all about convenience now, and those traditional diets have really kind of, they take too long. So we're going to go for the convenient option. So all of these things, they make us less resilient, right? They are getting all of these proper nutrients really helps us have an armor against stress. And so whenever we don't have those, we're really kind of left open to a lot of our cells just don't work properly. Therefore, our body is not going to detox properly. And it's really kind of crazy how, a lot of people now are just worried about detoxifying from like a lot of the toxic substances that they're exposed to, yet they're eating foods that are making it harder for their body to detox. And they're also not providing the fuel to be able to do so. So it's kind of like a perfect storm there. And so the under eating, the not getting enough carbs, the not getting enough fats from the right sources, eating a ton of things that are hard for your body to digest, and just not eating nutrient-dense food, I think is really what it comes down to. So instead of maybe thinking about how you need to take a new supplement, or you need to add in a new detoxifying, self-care routine. I'm not saying those things are not needed sometimes and that they're bad, but I'm just saying you cannot overlook this, because if your cells, therefore these detoxification organs, they don't have the energy to run like they're supposed to. It doesn't matter what supplement that you take. it's never going to be as effective as if you were to make sure that you have this foundational piece in place and then add in some of those things that really help your liver out or your colon out or whatever it might be. So I hope this just helps it really help you to take it back to the basics, because sometimes I feel like we get off on, on making all of this very complicated when it really shouldn't be, right? Our body is made to run in a certain way. And if we give it what it needs, it will do its job. So take heart. A lot of these things are very simple, and a lot of these things are very cheap. So if you are feeling like it's all a little bit too much, or if you're feeling like you're spending a lot of money on supplements, I would encourage you to pare it down and really go back to some of these basic things. Make sure you are eating enough. Make sure you are getting enough carbs, protein, and fat. And if you're getting enough of those, you're going to be getting fat soluble vitamins and minerals and all of these things that we need in order for our body to be able to function properly. So take it back to the basics. Start from square one if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and tune back in, because I really love this topic of just taking it back to the basics. And so I'm going to be doing that for the next few weeks. And so I would invite you to come back. I have a new video every single Monday. They're usually 10 minutes or under, because I know you like a good short video. So you can always count on me for that. And I will see you guys on the next one.